Assalamualaikum to Dr. Izzah and all my friends. Today our group 4 will present about Porter'S. The company that we choose is Starbucks. Before I go further, let me introduce to you all of my group member. My group member consists of 8 people. The first one we have Atirah Nazihah, then we have Atirah Nazihah, followed by Muhammad FAIZ, then me, Noor RAIHANAH, next Noor LAILY LASTERY, then we have Noor AINA HAZIANA, and Noor AINI NATASHA. Last but not least, we have Noor SHAHIRA AMIRA.
Okay, let me continue to explain more about Starbucks background. Started its journey from a single store in 1971, Jerry Baldwin as English teacher, Gordon Bowker as writer, Zeb Siegel as history teacher, opened a store by name the Starbucks Coffee, Tea and Spice in a tourist Pikes Place market based in Seattle. These 3 founders had a passion for coffee and tea and aimed at providing coffee to a large number of restaurants and bars. Starbucks logo is inspired by the sea featuring a twin-tailed siren from Greek mythology. In your information, Starbucks' mission is to inspire and nurture the human spirit that is one person, one cup and one neighborhood at a time. It has 32,000 and more stores in 83 markets. Starbucks' strategy and objectives is help accomplish its mission every day is as follows. Starbucks always about quality. Coffee beans passionately roasted with great care. Starbucks also offers a range of exceptional products that customers can enjoy in stores, at home, and also on the go.
Starbucks nature of business is coffee and beverage. This chain sells variety of coffee, specialty drink, and breakfast, lunch, and snack item.
Starbucks works for trend and industry. Workforce, bringing people together, helping provide education and employment opportunity, and making a difference in people's life. It's all part of being a good neighbor and a sustainable company. Starbucks, even as a public company, has always believed that we can balance profitability and a social conscience of employee. Starbucks employee selection is essential as for hiring the right man. Effective selection is evaluated by their skill and qualification. Effective selection can only be done when requirements meet the line. Training of employee. At Starbucks, they are devoted to supporting, engaging, and investing in the development of their employee. Training is essential for organizational development and success. With proper training, an employee will be more efficient, productive, and achieve their personal and professional goals. Compensation and welfare of the employee. Starbucks is known for giving their employee great benefits, such as flexibility time, work-life balance, health insurance, vision insurance, and dental is being offered to his employee. And the employee that work at Starbucks say this one of the reasons they love their job. That's the overview and analysis. Starbucks primarily operate and compete in retail coffee and snack store industry. Before this, the industry had a decade of growth consistent due to the economic slump. The industry is now forecasted to grow at over the next 5 years with a potential. This growth will be mainly driven by an improving economy, increase in consumer confidence, and expanding menu offering within the industry. Life cycle and market share concentration. The industry is at a mature stage and is at a moderate level. Starbucks form over 60% of the market share, and it gives them considerable market power in determining industry trend. Demand, determinant, and profitability drivers. The industry demand for premium coffee and snack products are mainly driven by several factors, which include disposable income, per capita coffee consumption, attitude toward health, world pricing of coffee, and demographic. During the recession, the decrease in household disposable income due to increased unemployment and stagnant wages causes a downward pressure on the revenue and profitability margin in the industry.
Okay, the difference of new entrants are new competitors. This first refers to the effect of new competitors in the industry. For your information, when new competitors enter an industry offering the same product or service, the company's competitive position will be at risk and indirectly influence current company's profit. From this slide, we can see that Starbucks have faced moderate force of trade of new entrants, not too high and not too low. This is because Starbucks face moderate force for the first factor and second factor, which is the moderate cost of doing business and the moderate supply chain cost, and low force for the high cost of brand development. Moderate cost of doing business is the variability of the actual cost of setting up and maintaining operation in the coffee shop industry. For example, the cost of running small coffee shop shop is lower than the cost of operating a big coffee shop chain such as Starbucks. Maybe small coffee shop need more affordable coffee machine or facilities and so on. And this factor related to the second factor, the moderate supply chain cost, because smaller cafes need more lower in moderate supply chain costs because they need lower supply requirements and corresponding supply chain costs such as coffee bean, cup and so on. So this external factor allow small companies to run business and compete with the Starbucks corporation, but it different for high cost of brand development, because as mentioned we can see Starbucks have a big one of big brand in Malaysia, and mostly everyone know about the Starbucks brand. So small coffee need many years to reach a level of Starbucks brand strength because they still new and they do not have enough resources to grow their brand. So what HR role can do in handling fear of new entrants is use Porter's competitive strategies, which is cost leadership. Cost leadership is competitive based high quality of product and service and relies on building employees to fit specialized needs. Okay, considering that Starbucks brand is already strong compared to other coffee shops, so they have their regular customer. So HR can more focus on improving the quality of coffee produce and their service in every their branch to increase the number of regular customer. Okay, to achieve that, HR need to first is run more proper training of employees, which is every barista that hired for a retail job has to join intensive training before working, and the workshop motto is brewing the perfect cup. Training class topic include coffee history, customer service, retail skill, satisfy customer special requirement, and interpersonal skill. The second action is HR need to hire experienced trainees. Okay, not only the employees, trainees should have to attend intensive class too for courses of knowledge of store operation, procedures and supervisor people, and trainees should have at least experience and at least as a store manager, and this main objective is to enforce the company's values, principles, knowledge of Starbucks history and coffee. That's all.
The bargaining power of buyer is one of the Porter's 5 forces analysis model. It is referred to the pressure that the buyer put on the businesses to get them provide higher quality products, better customer service, and lower prices. Starbucks Coffee Company experienced the strong bargaining power of buyers. This force is based on the influence individual of buyers and groups of buyers in the global economy. In Starbucks Coffee Company, the external factors that contribute to the strong bargaining power of buyers are low switching costs, high substitute availability, and the small size of individual buyers. Based on the low switching costs, buyers can easily shift from Starbucks to other brands like ATHIRAH. Next, the high substitute availability means that buyers can stay away from Starbucks if they want to, because there are many substitute beverages available like Costa coffee. These strong factors distract from the fact that the individual buyers are insignificant in comparison to the Starbucks Coffee Company's overall profit. This is because individual buyers are small, meaning that the individual buyers had the less impact on the Starbucks Coffee Company. Despite such weaknesses, the other two external factors strengthen the bargaining power of buyers. Therefore, this component of Porter's 5 forces analysis model shows that the bargaining power of buyers is a top priority strategic issue. Now we want to explain on how HR plays their roles in handling bargaining power of buyers. Firstly, Starbucks can create and share a great content for marketing strategies that portrays an exclusive image of the brand to attract buyers. The roles of HR in this strategy is to create a challenge to its employees, where they can offer a rewards to their employees who are capable in creating creative tagline and stunning photos that attract buyers to keep them engaged with Starbucks. Next, Starbucks should continuously innovate in order to maintain its position in the market, such as new products, new recipes, or new restaurant decoration ideas. With this in mind, Starbucks will involve its employees in the innovation process and invite them for brainstorming specific ideas that can be applied for the Starbucks Coffee Company. Lastly, Starbucks can reach out their customers in educating and providing information on how coffee is made and what types of coffee that is available in the market. In this point, we suggest HR to implement training program for its employees and provide training manuals about product details and the ways to give a remarkable experience to the customers.
The bargaining power of suppliers did influence the Starbucks Coffee Company. It is because the suppliers play a big role to ensure the Starbucks Coffee Company supply needs are always adequate. Starbucks have a lot of worldwide suppliers. However, the power of suppliers is low because of the competition among suppliers. So the factor that contribute to the low bargaining power of suppliers on Starbucks Corporation is moderate size of individual suppliers. It is because individual suppliers need to compete with other big suppliers to supply the raw material toward the Starbucks Coffee Company. And the second factor is high variety of suppliers. This factor make the bargaining power of Starbucks low because the suppliers have a lot of strategies and competencies to compete with other suppliers. For example, they supply more raw material to the Starbucks Coffee Company, such as coffee bean, especially the premium coffee bean, such as Arabica. And the last one is large overall supply. This factor also results in low supplier power because many suppliers of tea and coffee around the world make the individual suppliers gain limited influence to supply the material toward the Starbucks Coffee Company. As a result, these three factors make the bargaining power of supplier against Starbucks is low.
HR role in handling bargaining power of suppliers. The first one is focus on reliable suppliers. HR can analyze which suppliers are high performers that good in managing supply needs. And the second one is enhance competitive advantage. HR can use data to monitor the suppliers to make sure the suppliers always provide a new product that meet with coffee house market. For example, the company can monitor the supplier services, and also if there is problem occur with the supply, the company can help to handle the problem. Business rules in handling bargaining power of supplier. The first one, focus on reliable suppliers. The Starbucks make sure the supplier provide a good quality material such as high quality coffee beans and other material for the cafe. They also make sure the suppliers can provide the materials on time with the right quantity of cookies. The second one is enhance competitive advantage. The Starbucks ensure the suppliers always provide a new product that meet with coffee house market demand. For example, the supplier need to supply the material depending on current condition in coffee house market demand.
What is the trade of substitute? The trade of substitute is the trade that occurs if the goods sold as a replacement. Therefore, the competition will be more intensive and fierce. It's become difficult for seller to raise the selling price. Starbucks coffee is known as a strong force in this section. The first one is various of product. Buyer can buy the same item or product or ever more tasty and delicious other than Starbucks coffee, such as Old Town, Kopi Co, Nescafe, and Kopi Satu. The trade for this is higher. The second one is product sale. All the other brands are easy and already available, such as ready-to-drink beverage, instant order, and easy to find from various stores, such as restaurant, vending machine, and supermarket. Meanwhile, customers who want to purchase Starbucks coffee must go to the nearby store or branch. And the last one, or the last point, is cost of the product. Cost and price of another brand of coffee are more cheaper than the Starbucks brand, as well as being able to save cost of the customer who want to buy a cup of coffee. These trades are also higher for the Starbucks Coffee Company. Using the Porter competitive strategy in terms of differentiation, in differentiation strategy, the organization try to make company or their brand unique and different from the other companies. This is to attract more new customers and at the same time able to retain the existing customer. It can also meet the need of customer who want something different than usual. Some strategy that can be used for HR is first, provide a mini shop or corner for small vendors. For example, selling items such as kitchen, t-shirt, cap or other with the logo of the brand. Second, make a promotion or free gift item if purchased at same amount. For example, if customer buy 3 cup of coffee, we get 1 free cup. Or if the customer buy size as more than RM50, we get a free gift such as a water bottle. And lastly, make a room or corner for study or discussion. HR department can use the idea to provide a room or a corner lot for students or people who want to study, relax or want to make a short discussion about their work.
Lastly, Starbucks faces the high force of competitive rivalry or competition in the food service and coffee house industries. Starbucks Coffee Company has several external factors that contribute to its competitive strength. The first factor is large number of companies. It is because nowadays have many firms in the food service and coffee house industries. So, Starbucks Corporation has many competitors of various sizes such as McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, Costa Coffee, and others. In this factor, Starbucks has high force rivalry. Next, Starbucks Corporation has a low force rivalry in forms of a mild variety. It is because competitor populations are moderately different in terms of expertise and strategy. Therefore, this is what can attract customers because each firm has different expertise and strategies. So, each customer has their own taste and they are the ones who will judge their level of satisfaction. Lastly, rivalry is high because of the low switching cost. The switching cost is very low for a customer, making the competition even intense. Switching to new customer brands is not difficult for customers, especially if they offer lower prices. Thus, Starbucks has a few unique items that have helped the company create brand loyalty among customers. Based on this component of the 5 forces analysis, competition is among the company's top priority challenges. So, as HR, we need to have a strategy to handle the rivalry. The first one is through innovation, such as every month Starbucks has to release a new type of coffee or new drinks that has never been released by the competitor. Starbucks also not only sell coffee and juice blend, they sell food which are pastries and cakes to allow the customers to have something to drink. Secondly is leading. The management of Starbucks apply the philosophy of the CEO Howard School, which is treat people like family and they will be loyal in their all. The company must introduce benefits to the full staff and part-time staff. They must motivate the employees to work hard for the company to succeed, offer employees with flexible work schedule, health insurance, and treat the employees with respect. With this benefit offer, the employees give the best service to the customers. It can be proved with good service from employees can give satisfaction to customers to come back to our store. So that's all from us. Thank you for your attention.